That's exactly what Bruce Lee achieved through his point fighting mastery. He didn't just win fights, he redefined how martial artists viewed timing, distance, and the very essence of combat. In this video we're going deep into how Bruce Lee approach to point fighting transformed the martial arts world forever and what lessons we can all learn from his revolutionary methods. The roots of point fighting in Bruce Lee. Curiosity. Before Bruce Lee came onto the scene, point fighting was already a growing competitive system in traditional karate and Taekwondo. The concept was simple: two fighters face off and the first to land a clean controlled strike earns a point. It was about precision, control and strategy rather than brute force. But to Bruce Lee this system was more than just sport. It was a laboratory, a place to test reaction time, awareness and mastery over the human body. He saw point fighting not as an end goal but as a training ground for deeper understanding. During his early years in America, Bruce participated in several karate tournaments that used the point fighting format. He observed not only how fighters moved but also how they thought. He noticed something most competitors didn't: the gap between intention and action. Fighters were reacting, not anticipating. They were following rules, not reading the flow of combat. This realization planted the seed for what would later become one of Bruce Lee's greatest contributions to martial arts philosophy: the ability to adapt in the moment. Speed and timing, the weapons of the mind. Bruce Lee's speed has become legendary, almost mythical. But what most people don't realize is that his true weapon wasn't just speed, it was timing. Point fighting rewarded fighters who could anticipate the opponent move and strike within the smallest possible window of opportunity. For Bruce, that meant developing a level of perception far beyond ordinary training. He trained tirelessly to read subtle cues: the twitch of a shoulder, the shift of weight on a leg, the dilation of the eyes before a strike. These micro movements told him everything he needed to know. He could predict attacks before they were fully launched. In point fighting, this gave him a terrifying advantage: his opponents often never saw the strike coming until the referee called the point. But Bruce took it further. He would later explain that real fighting wasn't about scoring points, it was about ending conflict instantly. Point fighting, however, gave him a testing ground to sharpen that skill. The key wasn't just to be fast, it was to be first. As he famously said, the best fighter is not a boxer, karate, or judo man. The best fighter is someone who can adapt to any style. His understanding of point fighting timing became part of that adaptability, knowing exactly when to act. The evolution from sport to survival. In traditional point fighting, fighters are taught to control their strikes and stop short of full contact.